from the Penn Libraries.
So I'm going to present on CAMRA. I'm Arjun Shankar, a sixth-year PhD candidate here at Penn. CAMRA was basically emerged, I guess I'll start with history. It emerged out of a class where a group of us really wanted to think with the digital, think in multimodality. And our question was, well, how do we legitimate film, sound, and say web installations as legitimate scholarly products? Could we publish in that form, and what would we have to do? And so out of that emerged CAMRA, which is our way of trying to answer that question. The way we did this, we all became makers, and we started to theorize with film. So what is it that's different about image, sound, that allows us to produce knowledge in a different way and a different type of scholarship? And so since then, we've come to a couple of things that we do. One is our media festival every year. We just had our last one 2 weeks ago. It was called, this year's theme was Performing the Digital. And as part of this, we had a group of undergraduates we brought in as our fellows to partner with us to think with them about, well, I want to actually create a film project for my entry thesis, or I want to create a website for my end thesis. How do I do that? What questions do I have to ask? And when we think about those questions, we really think about what is sound meaning, what is visual meaning, and how is it different from textual meaning? What are the ethics of representation? So how do images speak to us in a different way? And then how do we evaluate these projects? What are the rubrics that we need to think about as professors and as instructors when students are creating these themes? So what we're in the process of now doing is creating an evaluation criteria for professors interested in working in multimodality. That's the stage we're at now, and I'd love to talk about that later with whoever's interested. We've got a couple of projects that professors have brought to us to think with us about, one which is the Reach AMBLA project. And one of my colleagues, Matt Tarditi, really spearheaded this project. And Dr. Fran Barber from medical school came to us and said, listen, we're doing this project in AMBLA, Pennsylvania, which is about asbestos poisoning, which came out of this factory, this asbestos factory that closed down like 20 years ago. So we're interested in documenting both the health risks, but also community and cultural change based on that. Can you come in and help us create short films on that? What would we have to do differently? And perhaps a web installation. And so this was what came out of that project, History, Health, Community, where we constructed a very simple, but I think strong website about AMBLA Reach and what's possible with the history in a particular community-based way. And so I guess the last thing I'll say, I don't know how much time I have, is about community engagement and really how we think about digital tools and film in relationship to community. And I know a lot of our students are interested in working with the Netter Center and interested in working outside in kind of social justice spaces. And so what CAMRA has been trying to do is move the digital towards community engagement. What happens when you think about cameras with a group like the folks in AMBLA, or in my case, a group of students in a village outside of Bangalore? How do you give cameras to them? What kind of learnings do you undertake in that process? We're doing a participatory film course, which is a collaboration with Wesley High next semester, which is 10 high school students and 10 undergraduates who together will construct 5-minute documentary projects. So any questions you have on this, any ways you can think about impact, I would love to be in touch. Thank you.